This author has written some amazing books. Destiny Sidwell has rated some of her books 5 stars, along with Heather McClary. Sara Carrolli has rated a couple of them 4 stars. Her books have been super popular on Book Talk during one time or another. So I figured it's time that I figure out what all the hype is about. It's none other than Mariana Zapata. I am so excited to read these books, so let's get started. So I'm actually going to be reading 2 books at the same time. I'm going to be reading, wait for it, on my Kindle, and then I'm going to be listening to All Rhodes Lead Here because I'm trying new formats of how I'm reading my books with my new job. You know, I don't have as much time to read physically, but I still want to have plenty of books to talk about in my videos. So we're working with trying to listen to some of the books as well. I have the audiobook of All Rhodes Lead Here, and I have Wait For It on my Kindle. I mean, I'm actually going to be reading it on my phone for a little bit because my Kindle's in airplane mode right now. If you read books from Libby, then you know why my Kindle's in airplane mode. But I am currently on my lunch break from work, so I'm going to start reading Wait For It, which I'm super excited about. I literally do not know what this book is about at all, so I'll let you know more when I know more. I'm on page like 50 of Wait For It. Haven't gotten very far. These books are incredibly long, so like the build up is like really long. Also because it's like a slow burn. Not much is happening. So you're following Diana. She has just moved into a new house with her 2 nephews that she has custody of. And on their first night in the new, or one of the first nights in the new house, her nephew wakes her up because he says he hears fighting outside of his bedroom window. She goes outside and this guy is like getting jumped across the street. So she decides to go help him. Turns out he's the brother of her neighbor and she thinks the neighbor is like really hot. Anyways, that's all I know now. But I did start listening to All Rhodes Lead Here yesterday on Tuesday. I'm currently 50% of the way through it. I'm having such a fun time. Anyways, what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my camera battery dying. I am loving it. I have been kind of updating my Goodreads with my thoughts, you know, because I've been listening while I'm at work. So I can't, it's not like I can vlog or anything. Where am I? What's happening? Why is it saying I'm only at 23%? Am I gonna have a breakdown? Where are my reading updates? Goodreads, if you have betrayed me, are you kidding me? Goodreads, you're in jail. You are in jail. That being said, I'm loving this book. I'm loving this book. I'm loving this book. Angel, hello? And she thought it was an accident. She thought he just was forgetting her name. And the acts of service and the things that he is doing that show that he so clearly pays attention to every little thing that she says. I'm dying. Hello, dream book boyfriend. It's Tobias Rhodes. I'm in love with a fictional man. And you know what? I don't care. And Amos, love that guy. I feel like Mariana Zapata has really captured the essence of a young teenage boy. There's no part of this where he says something and I'm like, teenager wouldn't say that. Aurora, I love her. I love her. And I feel like I can relate to her a lot in the way that she is approaching things, the way that she is dealing with things that have come about in her past, in her life. And I am loving the growth that we are getting. I just got home from work. I'm now at 77% of All Roads Lead Here. What just happened has me giggling and kicking my feet. I am having so much fun. I'm sorry, the hike in the rain? There has never been anything that a fictional man has done that is hotter than that. If anybody is doing research on like how to win my heart, read this book. Follow it to a T. That'd be a goner. Not that anybody's looking for information on that anyways, but just thought I'd put that out there. I am also at page 80 of Wait For It, so still very much in the beginning stages of the book. I'm loving All Roads Lead Here. So now my expectations for Wait For It and The Wall of Winnipeg and Me are even higher. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, so it's been quite a while since I last updated this video. The last clip was me listening to the end of All Rhodes Lead Here. I loved this book. I loved it so much. I rated it a 5 stars. It's been like 2 weeks, I think, since I finished it. I'm still thinking about it like once a day at least. I loved that book. This book kind of solidified that I love acts of service. I love when the guy shows acts of service, and that's the way that he shows love to the girl, especially when it's so specific, when you can clearly tell that he has paid attention to every single thing that she's ever told him, and he files that away in his brain. He uses that to show her that he cares about her, and I just absolutely love it. I loved this book so much. It made me cry at the end, obviously. It took place over a long period of time, but it really didn't feel like it was that drawn out. I think because Mariana Zapata was very intentional with showing how their relationship was built and how it had a solid foundation of building friendship and truly getting to know each other on the deepest levels. I loved it. Then, since I finished All Rhodes Lead Here, I've also finished Wait For It. I don't know if I ever said anything about that in here. It has a very similar vibe, like a man who has his life kind of solidified in his idea of what he does and does not want for it, and a woman who like moves in near him and just kind of blows that all out of the water. She's younger, she's trying to figure out where she fits in life, what she wants for her life, and how she is going to get it. Another very slow burn, very much a grumpy sunshine. But I am really liking the way that Mariana Zapata is writing Grumpy Sunshine. Sometimes I feel that authors use Grumpy Sunshine as an excuse for the male main character to just be mean and cruel. However, these men, they are very grumpy. They are also very courteous and respectful to the people around them. They care for their family members in a way that might not be so direct, but it matters. I just love the way that she writes these men as being Grumpy Sunshine. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Anyways, I rated Wait For It also 5 stars because I also really loved that one. I think I read like 50% of it all at once. I took a day off of work for a whole other reason, but I had the morning free and I was supposed to be like getting things done, but instead all I did was read Wait For It. Now I am reading The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. I'm about 40 pages into this. I did not realize that this and Wait For It are connected, so it took me like 30 pages to realize that I've seen these characters before. And so I know how like this book ends, and I'm not really sure if that's making me enjoy this more or if that's kind of ruining it for me. I'm not really sure. But I've got like 20 minutes until my food is ready. Gonna sit here and enjoy this. Hello? How can I help you, sir? Oh, that's my nostril. I have to say, I love polite grumps, okay? Because guess what? Dude, you can be grumpy and still be polite and courteous. Hello, Aiden Graves. More authors need to read this book if they want to write a Grumpy Sunshine book, because this is it. I'm now 340 pages into this book. When I tell you the temptation to neglect all of my responsibilities until I finish this book is a lot. It's a lot. However, it's Monday, which means I have to work, so we can't actually do that. Oh, there's somebody in my lap now. Hi.
You got attention.
Okay. But now it's my lunch break, so I can sit here and I can finish this book. Guys, what are the odds that we have 3 5-star books in the same video from the same author, no less? Where can I find an Aiden Graves? happening? My timer's going off. I have to get back to work. Oh boy.